What if we made a comic book that was all edge? Think about it. That's what you got here. Hi, I'm Elizibar, your host. Oh, God, one of these titles. Dark Knight's Death Metal, Robin King, #1. Now, there was that I think it was this book. I think it was this one, which I, for whatever reason, haven't put away yet. It was just sitting over there. I think in this one, there was a Robin King story in it somewhere. And the art from that previous story and the art in this book, the same art. And we learn a lot about the character. In fact, here's his origin story on page 1. His parents died, and he saw Robin. And then he just flipped out and became totally evil. He's from the Dark Multiverse. What do you expect? Are you expecting Shakespeare? Because you're not going to get Shakespeare in the Dark Multiverse, except for like evil Shakespeare, where I guess Julius Caesar stabs Brutus instead of the other way around. Like I guess that's a thing. So yeah, instead of wanting revenge on crime or whatever, like essentially every other Batman, he's like, a Robin. I will get revenge on the old people. Kind of a weird plan, really. Like if I'm totally honest, like okay, I guess that works. I don't really know how that works, but I guess it works. So we cut back and forth between stuff in the past on his world, like here's him killing some characters I don't know, and then here's him killing some characters I do know. I can't really say I like the art style. Whenever it's drawing some of these faces, they're a little too cartoonishly exaggerated. And it cuts to him killing like people now. I think this is now. He's dealing with like Animal Man, Blue Beetle, and Red Tornado instead of killing Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. Although they're there. I mean, they're totally right there. And he goes to deal with them. So it's told in this very chopped up fashion. We go then, now, then, now, then, now, then, now. And for what it's worth, that level of storytelling is fine. I don't mind the jumping back and forth between past and present, past and present. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Also, I gotta say, I do like the cover design. Him standing atop the bodies of all the heroes, like that definitely sets the mood of the character. Long live the ring, or the king. Yeah, the king, not the ring. I don't know why I said ring, except it was funny, so we'll go with that. It also shows like his origin when the Batman Who Laughs got hold of him. Like you can see, like right here, he's gonna totally Batman Who Laughs it up. We see him spending money to create his like belt of doom that has like a thing to kill everybody, which seems a little ridiculous. Like, okay, all right, so look, here's how a fight between this guy or Batman and Superman would go in any universe that makes sense. Huh, that's weird. That guy has kryptonite. I shall now fly 10 miles away and kill him with my heat vision. Done. Or, he's got kryptonite. I shall now leave the atmosphere, then fly into it, accelerate myself to Mach 100, and kill him like an orbital strike. Like, that's how that kind of fight would go. A normal human being with the reaction time and the senses of a normal human being doesn't stand a chance against a Kryptonian unless they somehow ambush the Kryptonian, which, with their super senses, is not likely. So anytime I see something like this, it's just kind of like, eh. You can kind of buy it, like, if it's a very early Superman who's not particularly, like, strong yet because he hasn't absorbed, like, enough solar radiation, okay, fine. But I know everybody loves Dark Knight Returns. They love seeing Superman get punched by Batman. I get it. I really do. Here's I watched Batman vs Superman, and like 2 months ago or something. It was the second time I'd seen it. It just happened to be on, and I watched it. And you know what? Their fight actually was kind of cool, with Batman popping out like all the cool trinkets and stuff. But there's the thing: Superman didn't even have to go across the bay to Gotham to kill Batman. He could have just been like, okay, Lex, heat vision, and it's done. So that kind of narrative weirdness, where things power levels get so munged up, it always frustrates me in comic books, and it kind of frustrates me here because you're telling me that some kid with a belt full of gadgets that he has somehow invented, even though he's like 12, is smart enough to take out like literally every hero that exists. That's just weird. But on the other hand, you know what? He's from the dark multiverse. So after I read the stuff and it kind of started like raising my ire, it got me going like, come on, Superman just like shooting with his heat rays. After that, I was like, you know what? You know what? He's from the dark multiverse where he's supposed to win. It's his story. See, one thing about comic books is when you're a character in your own book, you're supposed to win those kind of matchups. Like if you have Spider-Man show up in the Fantastic Four to fight the Thing is probably gonna win, or at least it's gonna be a draw. If the Thing shows up in Spider-Man's book and they have a fight, Spider-Man is gonna win that, or it'll be like a draw where the Thing is going, boy, that guy hits really hard. I have to come back here and show him what Yancey Street is made of, like something like that. So since this is his comic book, he should triumph over everybody else. It makes sense. Comic narrative wise, it makes sense. So I went through that and I justified it, and it didn't bother me anymore. There's also a tiny, teeny, tiny, woozy, tiny, small little. Oh man, I like the way Batman looks right there. I actually, I know I said like, oh, I don't like the faces, but I really like that one. I also really like Wonder Woman over here. I don't know why. I think she just looks really cool right there. There's some cool looking stuff in here, especially at the very end of the story. And then there is a backup story with the Signal, Red Robin, Huntress, and some other people fighting this Batman, who somewhere it says he like call me Quietus or whatever, but he's basically like a Lazarus infused Batman Signal thing. I don't know how to explain it. Just read the story and find out. Really did enjoy the art here. I thought the art stuff was pretty good. Panel layouts were fine. The story was kind of like, why are we getting, why are we getting basically this guy's origin story when I don't think he's gonna ever be seen again. Um, yeah, I don't know. I liked the story. It just felt kind of out of place in a book called Robin King. So when I saw it back there, the first time you see it, there's not even a title page. I showed you the title, but it actually starts on the previous page like this, and I thought, wait a minute, is this an ad? Like somewhere in here, there's a ad for voting or whatever. Yeah, like this. Is this an ad for something? Was my first thought. And when you're introducing a short story, that should never be the reader's first thought. Is, hey, is that an ad? That doesn't bode well for the success of the story. The book was okay. I don't necessarily know that it was really worth the $5.99 I paid for it, but I had a lot of fun reading it. I had more fun reading it than I expected to have. Let me put it that way. So you all take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.